like history, it's going to put you to sleep. So nightstand and you can fall asleep. Okay. If you've read anything in the Civil War, here are all the battles they fought in: Shiloh, Perryville, Murfreesboro, the siege of Jackson, Mississippi, Chickamauga, Chattanooga, Atlanta, Nashville. And if you ever passed on the way to the Cajun Riviera, Destin, Florida, if you ever went there, and you passed by Mobile, and they have a big sign that says Spanish Fort, okay, that's the last battle this brigade fought in before they surrendered. The Civil War technically ended on April 9th of 1865. These guys surrendered on May 14th of 1865. So they lasted a full month after the war, officially. Politics of command guys: Daniel Adams, Adams-Gibson, we already mentioned. They were guys that commanded the brigade throughout the war. The Army commander was a guy named Braxton Bragg. He wasn't a people person. If you crossed his path, he held grudges. He was ornery. He was always sickly, always in a bad mood, didn't like people. Well, here's the problem. His neighbor before the war was Randall Gibson. They were sugar planters next door to each other. And they supported different political figures in the state, so they weren't real buddy-buddy. Well, Braxton Bragg becomes the commander of the Army of Tennessee that Randall Gibson served in. So we got this drama that lasts for about 3 years of the war, where Braxton Bragg is attempting to keep Randall Gibson from promotion. Now, you got to understand at the time, a lot of these young men who are from well-to-do families, the war is only supposed to last 3 or 4 months, y'all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, when they go and fight Shiloh out west and it's 25,000 casualties, okay, we haven't seen losses like that in war since the Napoleonic Wars, 50 years before. So the United States was in shock of the death toll. And that's when they realized, okay, we're going to be in here for years. But Gibson, along with a lot of guys from well-to-do families, were joining to try to hurry up and get a quick rank so that you had that social status after the war. Right? Hey, General Gibson, good to see you. Rather than Colonel Gibson or Captain Gibson. It carries weight with you. And so that's what a lot of these guys were thinking. So Dad, who had money and political connections with the governor, said, hey, I want my son appointed to, can you get him a colonel spot? Yes, you got it. Remember in the next election. Okay, we know how it works. And then the war lasts 4 years. Well, they hate each other's guts. And it's bad. It's very bad. And so that's one of the things I try to follow, is how Bragg attempts to use Adams to keep Gibson from promotion. So for example, hey Adams, I want you to lead the brigade. Well, guess what keeps happening to Adams? He keeps getting wounded. So guess who has to step in and take command? Gibson. So we have drama, y'all, that lasts for 3 years.